Hello, thank you so much for being here today. My name is Lila, and today I want to talk about some of my 2026 bookish goals. So getting right into it, my first goal is to stay consistent with posting on YouTube. In 2020, I actually had a booktube channel that I deleted because I didn't have the confidence to continue with it. This time around, I have been having so much more fun with booktube and putting less pressure on myself and being less of a perfectionist. And I've also made a lot more connections with fellow booktubers, so I'm having a lot more fun with it overall. So my first and biggest goal is to stay consistent with posting on YouTube. My second bookish goal is to find the confidence to post a TikTok video. Right now, YouTube seems like such a safe and supportive place for me to talk about books, and for some reason, TikTok seems so intimidating. That being said, some of the shorter form content on TikTok is really fun, and I would like to participate in it. So one of my goals is to find the confidence to post on TikTok. My third bookish goal in 2026 is to focus less on numbers. I've found that in the last couple of years, I have set a number goal for how many books I want to read, and I've always been successful at reaching that, which is great. It has also prevented me from reading larger books that take a little bit more time to get through, and it has also prevented me from reading genres like manga that my partner loves so much and wants to share with me because I don't view them as counting towards my reading goal. So this year, I really want to take the pressure off the number goal and read longer books that may take me a little bit more time to get through and really challenge my idea of what counts as reading. Goal number 4 is to buy less books. I have my wedding coming up in 2026, so I am on a book buying ban to save money. I honestly own so many books, and my goal in 2026 is to prioritize reading the books that I own that I haven't read yet. Along those same lines, goal number 5 is to read 30 unread books that I already own. Goal number 6 is to declutter my books. Because I own so many books, there is no point in keeping books that I didn't enjoy or that I'm not going to reread. So this year, I would really like to focus more on passing along and donating books that I am not going to reread. My 7th bookish goal for 2026 is to use my Kobo and my Kindle more often. Ebooks are a less expensive way to purchase books, and they also don't take up any room on your bookshelf and are much more portable than a regular book. I do use both my Kindle and my Kobo, but I don't use them very often. I actually really enjoy reading on my Kobo and Kindle because for some reason, when I can't see the length of a book, I fly through it. Goal number 8 is to continue series that I start. I'm definitely guilty of reading the first book in a series and never continuing on with it. I will often get distracted by another series, or if I didn't love the first book in a series, I just won't think it's worth continuing. And I have learned this year that oftentimes fantasy series get better as they go. So in 2026, I would really like to prioritize completing series. Goal number 9 is to read outside of my typical genres. In 2026, I would like to read a biography, a sci-fi, and a thriller. I typically read in the romantasy, fantasy, literary fiction, and romance genres, and I don't really stray far from that. However, in 2025, I read the Red Rising series by Pierce Brown, which is a sci-fi series, and I absolutely loved it. And that showed me that sometimes it is good to explore outside of my regular genres. So if you have any thriller, biography, or sci-fi recommendations you think I'd like, please put them in the comments and I will take them into consideration. And my last bookish goal for 2026 is to read a classic. I stopped reading classics after the mandatory ones that were required in high school, even though I actually enjoyed some of them. I'm really curious about Jane Austen and Charlotte and Emily Bronte, so I'm hoping to read one of their books in 2026. If you have any recommendations for accessible classics that someone who typically doesn't read classics could have an easy time getting into, let me know in the comments because I would really appreciate a recommendation. So those were my 10 reading goals for 2026. If you have any reading goals for the year, please let me know in the comments because I would love to hear about them. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video, and I will see you again in a new video soon. Bye!